All right, you guys, how are you? Welcome to Saturday. I hope you're doing great. This is a reading I do on the weekends just to give you a little bit of guidance for a situation that you are concerned with or something that might feel a little overwhelming right now, might feel a little out of balance right now. So whatever is coming to mind as I'm saying that, just give yourself a little intention about getting some guidance around what you need to know at this moment. And I will say that it is helpful, and I've heard this from you guys, to look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus in this reading. So jump around into your particular zodiacs that resemble, I resemble that remark, that are your sun, moon, rising, and Venus, and that can give you some deeper insight, okay? Take a little pen and paper, write down some words that I say or that come through, really come through for you in those readings, and then try to put them together and see if you can get a unique message for yourself, okay? All right, so let's see where we go. It's kind of dark here. I think it might rain soon, so we need that super humid here. All right, so I'm going to use my Sacred Symbols deck, and I'm going to use, in honor of being in Italy, this Golden Tarot. It looks like Italy to me. It might not. I don't remember the history of the Golden Tarot, but to me, it's been resonating very loudly as I'm doing my readings here in Italy. So let's see where we go for everybody. I'm going to start with Cancer, so happy birthday to Cancer. We'll go all the way around to Gemini, and at the end of all of that, I will do a reading for everybody watching, regardless, just for the energy that is trying to come through here today. So for those of you watching, all right, let's see where we're going here. So Cancer, what do you need to know right now, my darling? What do you need to know right now? Soulmate, that's a 49 card, and that's a 4. If you distill 4 and 9 is 13. 13 is death, and then you bring 1 and 3 together and it's 4. That feels like the Emperor energy to me, or the 4 of Wands I'm kind of seeing. All right, so let's see what wants to come through for Cancer. Hanged Man, the Moon. Oh my goodness, yes. 2 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. Some conversation that you have been resisting having. This Hanged Man, and we are right now as I'm doing this in the energy of the full moon in Capricorn. There's something about getting rid of boundaries or structures, or I don't know, some kind of rigid rule you have that is keeping you from sharing your feelings. And whatever that means, sharing your feelings about in relationship, sharing your feelings to a person that you have feelings for, there is a conversation coming. I'm going to say within 8 days. I feel like this is a soulmate conversation that you're going to have that is being precipitated, or I don't know, like the stars are aligned. You've heard that, right? The stars are aligned for this conversation. And it's kind of just, the only guidance I'm really getting here is the action term first is surrender. So there's something about surrendering to your feelings, or surrendering to this conversation, having the conversation, telling a soulmate how you feel, whatever that is, okay? Whatever that shows up to be for you. If that's about, okay, I'm ending a relationship, so be it. If that's about starting a relationship, so be it. Whatever it is for you personally. Empress. So what did I just say about the Emperor and Empress? Oh yeah, about the 49. So Emperor and Empress showing up here. This can be more than a soulmate. This can be a twin flame connection that is in the offing. This can also be closure to any situation that is kind of making you feel hamstrung, or making you feel like you can't speak your truth. 8 of Wands is definitely about speaking your truth. So it's time to have that conversation. Okay, Cancer, that's for you. All right, so let's move on to Leo. What's happening for Leo? Oh, look at you, the new moon. We are going to be moving into a Cancer new moon in 2 weeks. And then we will be going to a full moon in Aquarius, and then Lionsgate time. So Leo, you are, your time is approaching. There is something important for you to know about this Cancer full moon though, or sorry, new moon. Death, Justice, 7 of Wands, Three of Wands. So there's something you have been resisting. I'm in the full moon in Capricorn as I'm saying this, the solstice energy as I'm saying this. And there's something that you have been resisting. The Seven of Wands, big resistance energy. And it will balance things out if you like, okay, I've got to say this out loud, or okay, I've got to speak my truth, or okay, something's over, or okay, because by the time we get to the new moon in your sign, I feel like whatever has been blocking this death, I feel like you've been holding on to something for dear life, not wanting to end it, not wanting to have the transformation, and really resisting it. The Seven of Wands, like other people telling you like, okay, it's time to do this or something like that. So what's going to happen is, I told a story today. We were in the writing group today and I was telling a story about doing something that really terrified me. It was like my worst fear. And once I surrendered to it, kind of like the Cancer reading, once I surrendered to it and just kind of looked it in the face, it became not so scary. And also I recognized that it was just, I was facing my own self. I was facing my own ending or something like that, that it was an ego death. And there's something about an ego death or some kind of identity that you feel will go away if you embrace this transformation. And what I learned was, because I didn't know what was on the other side of that, I resisted it so much more. And it went on for a couple of years before I finally was like, okay. Like it wasn't going to turn out any different, no matter how long I held on. And so this is actually you, like on the other side of this. Now you've made friends with those wands. They're not like kind of beating you up about this anymore. And you're just like, okay, now I'm hopeful about the future. Now I've done the hard thing, or I've said the hard thing. And by the time we get to the new moon in your sign of Leo, Lionsgate, it's going to be later in the month, I believe. 8/8. I'm thinking like I don't know. I haven't seen the date, so I don't know. But look up the date for the new moon in Leo. And I feel like that's the time when you're going to set your intention for the future. And setting that intention is going to be this. It's going to be like, I welcome it in. I allow it in. Right now, there's just a sense of like, I can't allow this. Okay, so it's time to really make that shift. Okay, that's for Leo. What about for Virgo? What's coming through for Virgo? Release. Wow. That's a big knife. So releasing something here. Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, Six of Swords, and the Star. So Virgo, I feel like this is... there's something like, okay, so is David Byrne, who might, hello, I must be going, Phil Collins, I don't know. But there's something here about, I'm sorry, I must be going. I'm sorry, or I'm showing up now in this new place. I'm offering, this is all I have. I'm offering a small cup, Knight of Wands, to a Knight of Wands, maybe to Sagittarius or something like that. And then we're moving forward together. This is a very, very healing moment for Virgo. The Star card, it's also like renewing your hope, renewing your faith. All of these things get renewed just because you have done some kind of releasing, and you have, maybe you don't have a lot to offer right now because that might have taken a lot out of you. But this person or this future, this person is going to be a big help. This person is somebody who is going to help you move from one life into another life. Very healing energy. Could be an Aquarian, also Aquarian or Sagittarian. You'll be fine, dude. King of Pentacles. So that's a lovely kind of creation of stability for your future. And if you're feeling like that's the thing, maybe a career needs to end or something like that, Virgo, whatever it is, I feel like this is love though. I feel like there's some kind of new love starting, and it's time is now to start. So it's time. It's time to do that releasing. It's time to step into it. Okay, Libra. What is happening for my darling Libras? Oh, look at this magic. I had this, this card has fallen out a couple times today. I had it on the bottom of the deck. I've seen it a few times. So something magical is happening for Libra. Knight of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Queen of Swords. There you are, Queen of Swords, Tower. All right, we can't let that happen or let that be there. Page of Wands. So this might be a big aha moment. Something you have taken a long time to build, maybe ending or closing up. Something, it could be also be a person that has built something, taken them a long time to get to you. They are still in this Five of Cups. There might be something between you about the past that needs to be resolved. There's some sadness, or there's some, it could even be a misunderstanding, right? It could even be a misunderstanding. It's almost like you see you here with this Queen of Swords. It's like you see things one way and they see things another way, or something like that. This person is very loyal. This person is very dedicated in some way, and you might have a misunderstanding about how things are going or how things have gone, and it's going to cause this moment of realization and wow, like, oh my God, I didn't know that. I didn't know. And there's just this magical new path that is opened up once you are honest with each other. I feel like someone is harboring some kind of sadness about you, or you are harboring sadness about another person, and they don't know anything about it. You might be the one who says something that's like, oh my God, right? They didn't know, they didn't understand. So there's going to be an aha moment for Libra or their person, and it's going to open up a whole new world. I love that. Scorpio, what's going on for Scorpio? Relief. Magician. Knight of Swords. Devil energy. And the Six of Pentacles. Scorpio, I'm just feeling, I feel like you're trying to fight your way out of something. Okay, with this devil energy here and that Knight of Swords. That Knight of Swords is rage. I feel like you're still connected to somebody who might be a narcissist. Okay, you're still connected in some really meaningful way to a memory of the past, or to a person, or to a belief about yourself that is holding you back. Something like that. And Six of Pentacles, some of you might need help with this. Okay, and some of you also might end up teaching this. And I just feel like Scorpio your manifestations are being squashed because you still harbor rage or fear or something like that that's super low vibe. And there might need some help shifting out of that energy so that you can get to a place where you're going to be the magician. But you can't be the magician. I almost feel like you can't do it alone. Can't do it alone. Need some help. So ask for it and receive it. That will be a relief. All right, Saggies, knowledge. Oh, that's our favorite thing. Saggies. Next to the truth, well, truth and knowledge. Next to the truth, knowledge is our favorite thing. Seven of Cups, Knight of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and Eight of Swords. So Sagittarius, I just feel like you don't know when this is coming, but it is coming. You don't know when this offer is showing up. Here we are, Wheel of Fortune. I feel like that's the turn of the solstice. That's the moment that we moved into the summer season in the northern hemisphere. It's the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere. So it is like a turning, right? It's like an actual turning, a turning of the page, a turning of the energy moving from spring into summer in the northern hemisphere, like I said, fall to winter. So think about the energy of spring. The energy of spring is new growth, new possibilities. The summer is like when things start getting real, right? The flowers bloom. So we're not planting anymore. We're enjoying. There's something about enjoyment here. And I just don't think you see this coming. I think this might be a love partner showing up for you, Sag, and I just don't think you see it coming. You might not believe it's possible. All right, you might not believe it's possible, right? So I feel like this has been a long time. And so when this person does show up, it's going to be a surprise. Even though you might feel it coming, this is a destined person. This is a destined person. And knowing, what did I just say about the knowing of when they're showing up? It's like not necessary or something like that. Like, I want to know, I want to plan, I want to whatever. And it's kind of like, actually, no, you don't. You don't need that. You don't need that. If you've had some kind of illusion about somebody, it's almost like you've been like, they're not coming, they're not showing up, I will not have love in my life, something like that. And I am just getting a little bit of this Two of Pentacles, Two of Wands. It's like your choice. Very important. It's your choice whether this person shows up or not. If you're negative about it, if your energy is like pushing them back or something like that, like I'll never have love, then it keeps pushing them back. So your job is to really align with what you want to create, Sag. Okay, and stop pushing them back. You don't need to do that anymore. And they will show up. This person's destined for you. Capricorn, this is your full moon, Capricorn. So the guides are very active. Guides are very active. Let's see. 10 of Cups. Look at you. 5 of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the World. Lots of closings and new beginnings here. I almost feel that there might be some kind of pretense, some kind of way you are thinking about what the 10 of Cups is, and you have some kind of idea about it. It's almost like you're gaslighting yourself about what real love is, or what it, maybe the appearance of it. You might have some identity attached to the appearance of something, even though it's very toxic in the background. And so your job is to kind of close that chapter. World, close that chapter and welcome in what true love is. Welcome in that capability. And I feel like your guides are to be in real love. And I feel like your guides are trying to talk to you and you're not paying attention. You're not hearing them. Okay? And they can be talking to you about, you think this is love that you're in, but it's really a toxic situation. Okay? So if you feel even remotely if that could be true, it's time to tune in, Capricorn. It's time to tune in. Okay, Aquarius. Courage. Gonna take a lot of courage. You or someone, Temperance. Page of Pentacles. 4 of Wands. 3 of Cups. On the next holiday, we're on the solstice as I'm reading this, as I'm doing this reading. And this is about learning how to be truly in relationship. Archangel Michael is bringing you an opportunity, and it's time, it will be about being totally vulnerable and open. Okay, Aquarius. And I feel like some of you are making a decision to move toward that. Some of you may be getting an opportunity to go toward true love. It's possible the courage is to step out of things that aren't true love. Like only true love. That's really all I want. Only true love. Yeah. So Aquarius is really getting that that message really loudly right now. So Aquarius, this does feel like it's going to take you courage to get to this new place, but I almost feel like the courageous thing is that you're learning something new. You might be learning something new about yourself, or learning something new about what you have, what you are capable of, okay? And that's going to be a very important moment, right? King of Cups, when you're learning what it is you truly want. King of Cups, when you're learning what your heart wants and you're following that. This is going to take a lot of courage, but it is on the path. You're going to find that you might have been not blocking this, but this is something new. This relationship is going to be very, very new. And it's something that's going to require you to be very vulnerable and open and all of that. And that is coming for Aquarius. My goodness. My goodness. Hold on. I'm going to do this again. It's like keeps falling off the desk. So that's not good. So wow, Aquarius, put a pin in this. This is like nothing you've ever had before. Okay, Pisces, what's going on for my Pisces? Oh, divinity, I love it. I love that. Divinity. Queen of Cups, Five of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, Hierophant. So this is about a struggle between you and another person. And you could be dealing with a third party situation. You could be fighting or dealing with somebody who is not of the same mind in terms of where you want to go. I feel like there's a parting of the ways. Look at how their heads are going in two different directions. I feel like this is like you're going in two different directions. Hierophant. Hierophant is about commitment. It's about tradition. And it's sort of like, I feel like you have honored tradition to the ruination, my God, to the degree that you have run out of energy for it, and you're finally willing to speak your truth. So you're going in two different directions. Pisces is going in different directions. Like you have to start honestly respecting your own divinity, your own truth. Ace of Swords, all right? And that is going to be a very empowering thing to do for you. Good job, Pisces. All right, Aries, what about, okay, I got two here. Death and growth for Aries, death and growth. All right, Aries, Nine of Wands, okay. Woo, look at that. Nine of Wands, Four of Swords, 10 of Swords. I knew it. The Sun. I knew that, look at this, yuck. So I was like, Aries, you're going through it. Whatever you're going through right now, it's coming to a close, coming to an end. Although it does feel like you might need some healing time, or that whatever has been happening is finally over. You're finally seeing that the direction you're going in is about growth. Some of you might be fighting that a little bit, like not wanting to embrace it because it does feel a little scary. That death card can be scary. And I mean, come on, 10 of Swords, are you kidding me? There's nowhere to go but up, Aries, okay? And look at, by the time we get to Leo time, you're going to be in fine fettle. So I wouldn't be too afraid of this change at all. Some of you, this is past life stuff. Some of you are healing past life memories or experiences that have resurfaced or have cut you off in this lifetime from happiness. Some of you are like succumbing to some kind of fear from a past life, and this is really what's being healed right now. So you might have that experience of being healed, and this beautiful Sun card, by the time we get, like I said, by the time we get to Leo, Aries, you're in good shape. So this transformation is happening right now. It's interesting that I got this Death card because this really feels like it's past life. So you're really putting to rest some fears that have, you don't know where they come from. They're sort of triggery, and you don't know, it doesn't feel like it comes from this life. It feels really weird. So you might dive into those past life and really see what the gift is. It's very important that you do that because there is happiness coming, and this is an important part of your growth. So time to really look at that right in the face. All right, Taurus and then Gemini, and then I'll do a reading for everybody. So Taurus time. Taurus time. Let's see. The Chariot, the King of Wands, the High Priestess, Queen of Wands. So Taurus, I almost feel like you or the person you're dealing with, I'm kind of feeling like there's some kind of secret love here. Taurus, there's some kind of secret love here, secret passion. King and Queen of Wands, like that's remarkable to get the King and Queen of Wands in the space of 4 cards. So you have a secret love, and I feel like you're going toward them, I don't know, in a car, right? The Chariot. But this is about victory, and you know that if there has been some hesitation, I'm just going to say this is, okay, all due respect, but there might be something about wanting to be how you're being perceived or seen that is keeping you silent or keeping you from going toward this true love here, this person who is a soulmate, true love partner. And I feel like it has to do with, it's like kind of easy. It doesn't feel like hard work. And that to you is like, no, should be hard work. Like there's something about it that just is too easy. You know how when people, you give somebody an answer and it's just like the most obvious thing, and they're like, no, that's too easy. But it really is the most obvious thing. Okay, Taurus, it's the most obvious thing in the world. And if you're resisting this, that's Saturnian. We are now in the energy of the Capricorn full moon, and that is Saturn. That is related to this card of time. Saturn rules Chronos. And there can also be a feeling that something is easy and you're like waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're like, this can't be that easy. I'm expecting to have some kind of big, ugly lesson come in. And what really is trying to come in is just the expansiveness, allowing love to sort of open you up. Like intuitively you know this, but there's something about how it's unfolding that has made you hesitate. Okay, Taurus, there's a secret love here, and you know what to do. You know what to do. Some of you may be with somebody and there's a secret love with them, and there's something about Saturn here, like this is a lesson. And I think that if that's your story, if that's the way this is playing for you, you might have a sense that this is like a punishment or something like that, but it's not. It's actually setting you free. All right, Gemini. Let's see where we're going with Gemini. Spiritual cleansing. That's the final card in the deck. Number 50. 10 of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. So Gemini, something about letting go of a way you're doing things that is very toxic. And I don't mean you're toxic. I just mean like it's become out of balance. The way you're working is out of balance. The way you're doing something. And it's time to build something more long-lasting, more sustainable. And this is the result of it, the 9 of Pentacles. So there's just a beautiful energy of being, I want to say stable and solid, but there's something about a self-confidence that comes from knowing when something gets too overly taxing or too much effort, not enough. Are you being filled up by yourself? Are you seeking outside validation? It's really time to seek internal validation. And you're working too hard at getting some kind of external validation. Okay? It's a spiritual cleansing of whatever's happening right now. What is coming is something that's sustainable because it comes from you. So love comes from you, and you don't need external people to love you or not love you. It's really just, kind of self-contained. All right? And that's what wants to come in for Gemini. So regardless of whether you have love or you feel like you don't have love or love's going or something like that, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you have this person or you don't have this person. Like, it legit doesn't matter. It's like, whether they're with me or they're not with me, I still have love. It's beautiful. All right, so let's do a reading for everybody watching. Let's see. Boom, boom. All right, let me shuffle this pretty good. So, for our solstice and full moon in Capricorn energy, we are looking to shed anything that is too overwhelmingly stiff or heavy or ground to a halt. Something's not working. We're shifting that. We're stepping into a new season. The summer season is one of joy and laughter and sunshine, and that's what we think of in the Northern Hemisphere around summer. So let's see where we go with this reading for everybody. Underneath is good fortune, trust. Let's seriously. Safe travel and focus. All right, that's really beautiful energy. So there's something here about just needing to trust the journey, needing to not micromanage the universe, all right? And giving yourself some joy and fun and allowing yourself to have fun. Sometimes there's a lot of pressure that comes with fun, isn't there? It's like, hey, you know what? Summer's here, so you got to make the most of it because, you know, the rest of the year is just terrible and all this stuff. When nothing of the kind is really the case. But we do put ourselves under a lot of pressure sometimes to take advantage of nice weather or a certain situation. And I just feel like what I'm being shown here is just the ability to right now just roll with it, kind of languish. I'm getting the word languish, like learn to be lazy, learn, you know, that's what we think about in the summer too, is, you know, those days of, I don't know, just lazily enjoying the air and the sun and just not expecting anything of it other than the moment. So there's something about that here. Two of Cups, it can be about a relationship that is coming in and it's like you just need to enjoy it. There's something about just enjoying it, or money or resources, like just enjoy it, have fun with it. Two of Cups, Six of Cups, Knight of Wands, Ace of Cups, and Four of Wands. Wow. Definitely for some of you, there's a new opportunity coming in, someone coming toward you with a lot of passion right now. There's joy, there's laughter, there's fun, it's like just enjoy it. Like let's not automatically just go right to like, what is this, or what are we doing here, or anything like that. Like let's try and just enjoy ourselves. Seven of Swords, the Page of Cups, Eight of Cups, Hanged Man, the Judgment card, and the Ten of Wands. Some of you are walking away, secretly walking away from a situation, and some of you have someone walking away secretly from a situation and going to make some kind of offer to you. Page of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Eight of Cups, like let's go towards something that is joyful. Let's move away from this Ten of Wands, this judgment, this feeling stultified? No, feeling unable to take any action on our own behalf, feeling trapped, feeling like it's out there, like judgment, like someone's going to judge me or something like that. Just lightheartedness, Justice, Two of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. So typically don't do this full reading for the end here, but I was very curious to see. And I feel by the time we get to the end of summer happens in September, and by the time we get to this end, there's something about Leo time, okay? I've seen that in a lot of readings, but you should know that this relationship is coming in, and for a while you're going to have this like halcyon day kind of feeling that it's just this beautiful thing, and let's just enjoy it, let's just revel in it. And one of you does have a situation that needs attention. The Hanged Man, the Judgment, and the Ten of Wands. It's coming. I feel like there's a decision made by the time we get to Libra time. A very clear judgment being made, or judgment and justice here. Wow, that's a lot. And those of you who are in a situation that you're like trying to decide what to do, I feel like there will be an obvious direction. Okay, an obvious direction. It's kind of like when you just soften your eyes a little bit, you soften your gaze. You're not looking at something so harshly or so this or that kind of feeling. Five of Pentacles, Strength, King of Pentacles, Three of Swords, yeah. For some of you, this is a practical decision that's going to take it's a lot of risk, but there's a lot of reward. All right, and some of you are going to be ending situations that have just run their course. And I almost feel like some of you don't really believe in sometimes things just end, but I'm here to tell you, as someone who has lived that energy, sometimes things just do end. You have another path. I think you know the other path. I'm really getting the sense that love is trying to come in. Look at all this: Two of Cups, Six of Cups, Knight of Wands. Could be a person from the past life. Ace of Cups, Four of Wands, really wanting to come in. And even though there's a lot of kind of cloak and dagger stuff here, it does feel like what comes out on the other side of it's very clear. I love the Justice and the Queen of Swords. It's almost like you have to go into the cave. You have to go into the cave and overcome your own demons in order to make a decision that might be challenging for you. Like, you couldn't make that decision in a current frame of mind, or if this is a person coming toward you, they have to be transformed by it. They have to trust, they have to focus. And it's almost like what I said about softening your eyes. Like when you're like, tell me, what's the answer? Like that kind of energy is tightening the grip. Okay, tightening the grip of fate on your ankle. It's like that thing that you stick your fingers in. The more you struggle, the tighter it gets. You know, your job is to kind of soften your gaze and just be like, surrender to it. Surrender to this path. And I feel like it's one of those things, like easier said than done, Mary Jo. Okay, that's fair enough. But there's something here to overcome your own fear about it. Like, it's not really that it's all that hard to do. It might be, but the bigger thing that's blocking you is something that's going on inside of you. Like, who am I if I do leave this behind? Who am I? Does that make me a bad person? Does that make me fill in the blank? If you leave something behind and go toward love, go toward something you want to go toward, then I just get the feeling that I like this Libra energy down here. It's Libra is the sort of the patron saint of relationships, and there's something very clear about this. It's like this or that, make this choice or that choice. Some of you have kind of balled it all up with your sense of identity, with money, with time, with family, with children, with other things, other people, other stuff. And you're kind of turning it into this like huge thing, when in reality, the truth is the choice is quite simple. And you're like, nothing's simple, there's other people involved and all that kind of stuff. But I'm here to say to you that it really is kind of simple. The answer is a lot more simple than you think. But simple does not mean easy, right? It's like, it's a simple, I see it. I see what the solution is, but it ain't easy. It may not be easy to pull off. It may not be easy to struggle with your own ego. There's something here about an ego death. That if I do this, if I close this business, if I end this marriage, if I stop going down this road of this is who people think I am, who will I be if I'm not this person? Okay, so some of you might be struggling with an ending, and what's coming in is really good fortune. Okay, this good fortune, because you're actively aligning with more of who you are. Like, she is, these are all, quite naked. This Ace of Cups is just like, it's just love. Like, there's no pretense to it. It's very simple and honest and true. And all the other stuff here is just much more bound up in our own ego and what we think other people think of us and other stuff. It's like, whatever situation this is, by the time we get to, I really feel like Lionsgate is going to be a turning point. I also feel like by the time we get to Libra time, there's going to be such clarity. And it won't be, it's like you get to the other side of something and it's like, oh, I didn't burst into flames. I didn't dissolve into a puddle of goo. I didn't cease to exist. And time goes by and other people just kind of move on. Like, other people are not thinking about you as much as you think they are. Just saying. Even people who might have a big old dog in this fight, they're not really thinking about that as much as you think they are. There might be some hurt involved. They will get over it. There might be some kind of loss of financial viability. You'll get over that. There's definitely a sense of like surrendering to the new journey. All right, my loves. That's for you.